What's up, everyone? You know who I am. I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, yeah. And I hope you're ready for World War Hulk, the Outlaw's Cut. Yes, this is me slicing and dicing the story, putting together what I think is the best story out of all the issues involved. And we're starting out with issue number 1. Let the destruction begin. Yes, and this is the story about a green creature, the Hulk, who was banished to another world, enslaved by the creatures there, made to fight, kill, as a gladiator in the ring. But his spirit would not break, and those who betrayed him, the so-called Illuminati, destroyed his life, his wife, and child. For now, King Hulk, the World Breaker, is back for revenge. And he's come for them. He's come to smash. He's come to destroy. He's come for the so-called Illuminati. Hulk's rage inside of him is boiling, for he is now the World Breaker, and he will break this world unless he gets what he wants. And what he wants is revenge. Revenge against those who betrayed him. As he begins to approach the blue earth, the earth that has caused him so much torment, so much pain in his life. But he makes one quick stop at the moon, where one of them is waiting, Black Bolt, the king of the Inhumans, and his queen, Medusa, for he cannot speak, for if he does, a sonic pulse comes out. She tells him to back down, but Hulk's not backing down anywhere. And Black Bolt whispers, "Enough!" As the energy blast begins to shoot out towards Hulk, pushing him back, sending him further and further away from his target. But Hulk feels the rage inside of him. He remembers what he lost, what they destroyed, what they took from him. And as Black Bolt stands there arrogantly, thinking that he's finished him off, a voice comes. "I didn't come here for a whisper. I came here to hear you scream." As Hulk jumps out, bloodthirsty, ready for vengeance. For this is one that he must achieve. This is the first one that he must capture. Black Bolt must pay for his crimes as well as the others. As all hell begins to break loose in Washington, New York, people are scared. People are worried, as they should be. For he has come, the World Breaker. And he says, "Puny humans, I have come for those that have destroyed my world." He was left amongst the stars and cosmos, and he found his life. But they took it away from him. And in this planet, he was made to fight. But he freed the people there, became their king and married, found a life, for once found peace away from this miserable existence on this world. And now with his war-bound fellow soldiers he joined with, they conquered that world along with his queen. But inside the ship that he landed was a bomb that destroyed his kingdom and incinerated his wife. And now he wants revenge as he holds out the body of Black Bolt. "Bring me the rest of them, or I will do this to your city, and then the world." Hulk says with a rage burning inside of him, a resolve that they've never heard before, a resolve that makes these men shudder for what they did. As Iron Man begins to fly out, seeing how far their reach goes, seeing if he could get anywhere near their ship, seeing if he could get an advantage in any way. As he flies higher and higher, he reaches up and then he hits a force field. Yes, they are prepared, and they have technology that rivals Tony Stark's. He is trapped with the rest of them. There is no way out. As Strange contacts him, they must form a plan. They must find another way to defeat this raging monster, this beast that wants vengeance on them. This problem they created. They brought the World Breaker back. But now they go to another hero of sorts, Sentry. The only man that rivals Hulk in power, but he is a lost soul. A divide between him and a darkness that he can never speak of. But he decides to help. But he does not want to leave his house. He does not want to unless there's no other way. For he is afraid of the void inside of him. As Spider-Man and the other superheroes try to direct traffic, try to move people out of the way, trying to get them to evacuate along with S.H.I.E.L.D. For they're in the middle of a civil war yet. This unites everyone. And they scream a Hulk, but yes, it's a She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters, the cousin of the World Breaker, Bruce Banner, the Hulk, has come. And she must try to reason with him in her mind. She must try to stop him. As the others show up, familiar faces in the Hulk's life. Some familiar, some not. But they all decided that they're going to try to at least talk sense into the raging monster. They're going to at least try to talk him off the ledge. But Iron Man flies up in a new Hulk Breaker suit. Yes, Iron Man does have all the good toys, doesn't he? And he's going to try talking to him too, but if that fails, he's going to try to take him out, or at least buy enough time for someone else to find a way to stop him. As he flies over ready, as the other heroes stand in backup, he calls out the World Breaker, and the World Breaker stands ready, waiting, wanting to rip him from limb to limb. As he jumps down, Iron Man flies up, both ready to clash. The World Breaker wanting this so bad he could taste the blood in his fingers, his teeth. He wants to rip Iron Man apart. And as they clash, a sonic wave hits, shattering the glass in the city. People ducking and dodging, shards falling everywhere, helicopters disoriented and moving them back and forth. And yet, Iron Man's suit still stands for now. As the helicopters, hungry for the news story, risk life and limb to film this event. Man versus Goliath. Machine versus muscle. And Iron Man tries his best, using whatever advantage and gadgets he has on his suit, but it only buys him enough time to recharge, for Hulk's power is unlimited, for the anger inside of him is eternal, for you took something from him that he could never get back. And Iron Man hits him as hard as he can, smashing him through buildings, trying to get an edge, any kind of edge. But it's only a matter of time. Machines have limits. Gears have limits. But the World Breaker does not. As he's flown into an area of grass, a mansion somewhere, he wakes up. And you have to realize that even though he's down, he's not out. As they order an airstrike to come down upon him, firing whatever powerful weapons they have on him. But to no avail. Even with Iron Man supplying the toys, it will not work. He was surrounded in hellfire before. It brings him memories of his wife, his love, the child she carried within him. And then beep, 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 boom, and he was consumed in fire. Fire like no others. He lost everything that day. And as he stands in the flames, it only feeds his rage more. In the middle of the pit, he says, "You killed her." And Iron Man, realizing that this creature isn't gonna be stopped by no mere airstrike, Hulk jumps at him, ripping him apart, getting his revenge for the one they took from him. They stole his love, and now he's come to break them, to shatter them, to humiliate them, to take everything they have, to rip their world apart, to break it. As he smashes down on the armor, beating it, ripping it apart. Tony Stark could feel the impact. Even in his Hulkbuster suit, the Hulk pounds on it again and again and again as the building starts falling apart, collapsing down for blow after vicious blow after vicious blow. The World Breaker not receiving any satisfaction as he beats down on Tony Stark, for he wants more. And Iron Man's suit tattered, frayed, falling apart. The Hulk shows no mercy, and why would he? To one of the men that set him up, that destroyed his life. The building comes crashing down as She-Hulk goes running towards, worried about her cousin, who and what he's become. A creature of pure rage, a king. And as the smoke and debris clear, the Hulk stands victorious, rattling over the body of Iron Man. One down. Few more to go. Who's gonna be next on the list? Who's gonna be next to smash? We'll find out the next time, won't we? And I'll catch you on the flip side, yeah.